So last year I was in mental health courts here in Washington, D.C., and I graduated from it back in June with no charges. And federal judge Isco charged this company right here to give me mental health supports and community supports at the camp that I was living in. I was almost murdered at that camp on December 30th, and those people only got simple assault charges. And they go to court soon, and one's actually in a mental health place right now, St. Elizabeth's Hospital here in D.C. Hillcrest never helped me. And the last email I got from my caseworker here was like, "Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you." And then she did, until I made a post on social media. And then they started emailing me again like 6 or 7 months later. Well, fuck y'all, you suck. And if my children and my family were dependent on somebody, I wouldn't bring them here. But fuck this place and everybody who's associated with them. It's called guilt by association. And when I was in there trying to get my records from them, they had like the fucking custodian holding back and looking at my shit before they gave it to me. The fucking custodian in there. So their front desk and their custodian just share my records with each other. And then we're basically like, "No, we're not gonna give it to you." I was like, "Give me my shit." And they did. And then I fucking left and never went back. No wonder they keep security at the front, because someday they're going to make somebody mad who doesn't fucking play nice like me. You heard what I said? Look, they're such dicks they even let their own staff take the disabled parking places. Those people don't have placards or nothing. That's the problem with this country. Abuse of power. They probably billed for shit they never even did for me, to be honest with you. And fuck this place. That's what happens when you fuck with a mentally ill man known internationally. Fuck you guys. I hope everyone knows who you are. You know what sucks more than being homeless and mentally ill? Going to service providers who steal your information and take advantage of people who are homeless and mentally ill. That's worse. You know it's worse than being homeless and mentally ill and having the agencies that are tasked to help you and funded to help you as a mentally ill homeless person, but they don't. What's worse than that? Being starving, hungry, homeless, and mentally ill, yet indoors. Because the indoors places, they still feed you imitation jail food with fake jail sandwiches at lunchtime, basically nothing for breakfast, and a weak-ass meal for dinner. So this hunger cycle has to stop for all people in the United States. And what that means is if people are on public assistance, they have to be given enough food to survive and be healthy so they can figure out enough ways so that food stamps is supplemental for them. But if you're trying to pick yourself up from a tough situation and you're getting supplemental food as your main source of sustenance, you're not having enough food because it's supplemental. So we need to really take a look at our services programs, and maybe there's a way to do it where after you get back on your feet, that's when you get the small amount of food stamps, or what we call SNAP. You see what I'm saying? So like, you gotta like look at it and look at the problems and look at the solutions. So maybe at first people get like $1,000 a month for food. And then after a year, then you get $300 or whatever. And in some places, people get like $150. In Virginia, just across the river, you get $150 a month to survive on for food. So fuck Virginia in that sense. And fuck you too. I have to go shopping.